30 seconds. And we start. It's the recovery, but not quite so recovery workout number 2. 8 exercises, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It's a rare treat. We're getting equal work, equal rest, okay? So it's going to feel a bit weird if you're used to the whole 40-20, 20-10 thing. But the idea is it gets us moving, it gets us going. The first exercise is spot sprints. It's simple. It's going to get our heart rate up. It's going to get everything feeling good. And it's just simple jogging on the spot, okay? But sprinting on the spot. Go. So we're straight into it. So yep, it's an active recovery workout, but it's not quite at the same time. We're still going for it. Yep. But none of the exercises are too dynamic. Pretty simple exercises aimed at just getting you mobile, getting you moving, getting the blood flowing into those muscles, getting the heart rate up a wee bit, and most of all, make you feel a bit better about yourself. 5 seconds and we're done already. Focus on your breathing. Relax. So you've got 30 seconds rest, okay? You can go and water the plants. You could probably go and hang some of the washing out before the next exercise comes around. And the next exercise is squats. Simple squats. I want you to focus on quality form in all the mechanics I've been trying to teach and hammer home, okay? So in 10 seconds we begin. Many reps as you can, but high quality only, please. Yep, 5 seconds. Feet shoulder width apart, toes 11 and 1 o'clock. Drive the toes into the ground, go. Now I want you, think about your butt. Yep, think about those glutes at the bottom of your squat. Feel those glutes activate. Jumping up, squeeze them at the top. Okay, it's important we try to get those glutes involved. Now I'm pulling my knees apart and I'm pushing my hips back. Yep, while maintaining a nice proud chest. So I'm not sinking forward. Okay, buffed, easy. Right, okay, well, we're lying down, but keep yourself moving. We're lying on our backs and we're going to be doing straight leg overhead sit-ups. Yep. So we've got plenty of time, plenty of time. This is easier than a mobility class, isn't it? Right, okay. So all I'm doing, I want you to hold your plate of Ferrero Rochers. Okay, we'll stick with them today. It's too early for Brussels sprouts. Stacked up in a pyramid on a plate, yep. I'm going to sit up, go for it. And I don't want any of them falling off that plate. So what's that going to encourage you to do? It's going to encourage you to keep your arms locked out, but it's going to keep your arms up. So you can see my arms are always facing the sky. Yep. The only time they probably won't is if you're struggling to get up, you'll go like that. And I really want you to try and punch the sky. Punch the sky as you're coming up. Trying to keep those legs flush on the ground on that one. Right, next up, we're standing up, we're letting everything flow. And your next exercise is tabletop glute bridges. Yep, tabletop glute bridges. So we're in the crab position. Good exercise, this one. Also works the core. Plant the feet roughly where you would for a glute bridge, but you're not going to be able to know exactly where to plant them until you do your first rep, okay? So all I want you to be able to do is push back, up, squeeze. Yep, we're away. So you can see I'm trying to pull my hips and butt back. And when I do that, I'm really going to feel those core muscles. So on this pull back, you're going to feel the core muscles. Now at the top of the glute bridge, drive the feet into the ground and rotate the pelvis, tilt the pelvis towards your face. Yep, as you squeeze the butt. That's going to help. That's going to help make sure we're activating these glutes properly, okay? Because if we don't tilt, you'll find that if your glutes are quite weak or inactive, you'll end up working the hammies more, which we don't want. Next exercise, nice and chilled, forward lunges, okay? So maybe your butt's going to start feeling it now after those glute bridges, which it should on a lunge. So we're taking that big step forward. Shin nice and vertical. 3, 2, 1, and we're away. Big step. Stand up tall. So with our lunges, I'm always trying to focus on keeping my body vertical, and I'm driving through both feet. It's personal preference, your stance. For me, I usually lunge forward, maintaining hip width with my feet, okay? You don't want to be directly forward because then you're going to struggle for balance. Yep, that's like doing a lunge on a curb. but then you don't want to be too wide because then it's not quite working the way we want it to. Relax. Press ups with a T rotation. So you're going to do one press up. It's going to look like this. I'm going to press up, down. I'm going to keep my eyes on my hand. Rotate, rotate, and then I'm going to do another press up. Each time you do the rotations, start on the opposite side, okay? So don't keep doing the first rotation on the left. That makes sense, doesn't it? Right, go for it. 3, 2, 1. One press up. Keep your feet together, keep your knees together. On the rotation, think about the mobility class that we do. Yep. Focus on keeping those shoulder blades squeezed together. You're trying to keep the hips fairly facing towards the ground. So I'm trying to keep this rotation in the thoracic spine, the upper back, yep. So try not to tilt the whole body. Try to just keep it easy. You get what I mean there? I'm not trying to do this, basically. I'm not trying to do that. See how my hips are now facing you. I want my hips down. I want to rotate. And again, that's going to work on improving that range of movement. Next up, could not be easier, a 30-second elbow plank. This feels like a holiday. Right, stand by. I'm not even going to ask you what you want to do. We're going to do 3 run-throughs, 30 on, 30 off, because that's what you liked last time. 3, 2, 1, I'm away. Feet are together, knees are together, butt squeezed. Chest nice and proud. And then I want you to imagine someone's about to stand on your lower back. That's going to brace your core better, yep, or it should. Because a lot of the time people just hold a plank and they look a bit like I do now. Okay, you might not see a problem with it, but I'm very soft here. I'm very soft. I want to be solid. Yep, it's a bridging movement. I want to become a bridge. Easy. Good. Fantastic. Last exercise is a jumping jack shuffle. So this is the one where we just basically flare our arms around like crazy folk and we shuffle the feet, okay? So the shuffle, it's like flutter kicks with the feet. My knees are soft, not bent. I'm not doing this. My knees are just slightly bent to absorb the impact. Yep, we don't want to be doing that with straight legs. And the arms are just flaring around, jumping jacks, but not quite as slick. Go. So this is just a heart raiser. Let's go. So my feet, it's just like doing flutter kicks. And because it's fast, that's why I'm not doing this. I'm not doing these big jumping jack arms, because otherwise it becomes a slow movement. Short, sharp, fast. Think about the feet on this one and just imagine you're trying to fly. Good. Relax. Good work. How are we feeling? We've lost Scott. Falling asleep on us. Right, quick sip of water and then we go into round number 2. Hopefully that was feeling pretty good. Everyone all right with that on live? Pretty easy, yep. But that's a nice feeling, isn't it? Nice feeling. We're not pushing myself to the brink.
Activity completed.
Yeah, maybe. Right, let's go for it then. Stand by. 30 seconds. Back into round number 2. 3 rounds. So as I say, our heart rate, it's up, but it's certainly not all the way up here. Yep. I'm starting to feel just after that first round, I've got a bit of sweat on. I've loosened off. Yep, I'm feeling better already. Imagine that times 2, another 2 run-throughs, you're going to feel amazing. Right, back to it, spot sprints in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm away. Have we completely lost Scott? He's gone. That's a damn shame. Right, okay. So I'm going fast. Yep. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I'm really focused on driving the arms. Faster you move your arms, your feet will just flow naturally at that speed. Most probably. And I'm making sure my feet are actually coming off the ground here, okay? So make sure that's happening. 5 more seconds, everybody. Good work. Easy. Good. Squats next. Walk around. Breathe it in. That got the heart rate up a wee bit. Feeling good. Next one. I'm just putting words in your mouth when I'm saying all this. Feeling good. Feeling refreshed. Feeling great. Right, okay. Feet shoulder width apart. Toes pointing out 11 and 1 o'clock. I'm driving the toes. into the ground. I feel that pressure in foot arch. Stand by, go. Jump up, don't jump. Drive up, down under control, explode up. Squeeze the butt, hit the top to lock and reset the hips. Making sure you don't dip that chest, yep. Don't do this. Keep up nice and tall, nice and proud. Not vertical, remember. But you know that by now. Pulling the knees apart, pushing the hips apart, pushing them back, sorry. And just go for it. Good. Great work. So your next exercise is our straight leg overhead sit-ups. Don't sit down yet. Keep yourself moving. Keep the water on board if you need it. 15 seconds, everyone. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. So now we start thinking about getting down. Straight leg, overhead sit-ups. Stand by. Go. So with these, you're trying to go as fast as you can. It's powerful. Remember that plate, I'm punching it. I'm punching it towards the sky, even though my arms are straight. Yep. Punch. Feel that power. Punch through. And that's going to help get you up. Punch up. Yep. Generate that force. Trying to keep your legs on the ground. Working those deep core muscles. Pushing. Great. Nice. Tabletop glute bridges next, okay? So have a play around with these while we're resting. Make sure your feet are in the right position, but again, you won't know until you do that first rep. Yep. So I'm pushing the hips back, and then when I'm coming up, I'm pushing my feet into the ground, and I'm trying to rotate my pelvis this way. Trying to rotate it towards my face and squeeze. Yep. We should feel the butt, the glutes. That's what we should be feeling working here. 3, 2, 1. First rep, test and adjust. Yep, you might need to bring your feet a wee bit closer. You might need to take them a wee bit further apart. It's about getting the best lockout at the top that you can. And again, make sure you're up, squeeze, pause, down. Yep, not just up and down. Really focus on driving up with those glutes. Nice. Okay, on my feet. Forward lunges next. Hitting the quads, hitting the glutes. I like lunges. Lunges are good. Right, stand by. Nice and simple, but that's what it's all about. No jumping about like crazy folk today. No burpees, no impact. Pretty straightforward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's do it. So what you do with your hands is personal preference also. With a lunge. I just kind of put mine here. Why? Don't know, just works. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I have them here. As long as you're not doing that all the time, yep. Beginners, you'll get away with that. If you're a beginner, you don't quite have the strength to get back up, and then I'll turn the blind eye. But we're trying not to. Yep, trying to get that drive. And remember, it's not just the front leg that's driving. Focus on that rear leg too. Both of them pushing into the ground, rest there. Right, your next exercises were press ups with our T rotations, yep. And again, I'll remind you, from the side, it's a press up, rotate straight, keep your eye on your hand, and you're rotating round again, but don't rotate the hips round, yep, keep them facing down. So we're getting a wee bit of mobility work with this one as well, yep. Get that thoracic spine moving, mobilize it, open it up, go. Press up, rotate, yeah, try to keep the balance, not like me. Feet together, knees together, keep the hips solid, as in don't lift the hips up. Good, fantastic. Right, your next exercise is an elbow plank, okay? Elbow plank, as simple as that. And again, because it's 30 seconds, hopefully you're able to hold that. Really focus on doing it properly. It might feel harder when you do it properly, but remember, you're trying to keep your whole body solid. Yep. It's not a soft plank. It's not just a case of doing this. Yep, and having all this horrible looseness here. It's about getting solid. Yep. Go. Knees together, feet together. You should feel nice and straight, nice and solid. And if somebody's going to put a big 20 kilo weight plate on your back isn't even going to go, hooah. It's not even going to sink. It's just going to stay solid, yep. Focus on deep breathing. You'll find when you breathe out, it gets a wee bit harder. Contract a wee bit harder. Good. Up we go. Good. And now we're jumping about like loons. Okay, so it's jumping jack shuffles. Flapping the arms around like crazy and just keeping those flutter kick movements going with the feet. Good work. Yep. Stand by. Don't stand by yet. Have a holiday. You've still got 10 seconds. Okay. Can never get used to this. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's just go. Shuffle. Shuffle. Good. So again, it's not big, fluid arms like it would be in a jumping jack because it's short, sharp movement with the feet. Make sure we're on the balls of the feet. Yep, we're absorbing that impact. And your knees are nice and soft. So you're flapping those arms fast, moving the feet fast. Imagine you're doing a flutter kick. Easy, real easy. Relax. And that's us, round 2 done. Well done. Get a sip of water, shake it out, walk around. So again, hopefully if you were feeling pretty damn tired and sore and lethargic at the start, you learn a lesson from these recovery workouts. That sometimes doing nothing doesn't actually make you feel better. Because like I say, okay, stand by. I'm feeling it today, but I know, based on how I felt this morning, which was slow, lethargic, yep, had I not done this, that would have carried on the whole day, okay? Probably would be one of those days I think, what did I actually get done today? Not a lot. Why? Because I farted about. Everything I'd done, I farted about, yep. Whereas now, I've recharged, my head's better, it's in the zone, and I'm going to have a good, productive day of doing nothing. Yeah, because there's not much else to do. 3, 2, 1, and we're sprinting on the spots. Let's go. Let's go for it. Waiting for someone to tell me I'm allowed to work. That's the theme of the day. Let's go for it, everybody. All out, flat out. Let's get it done. 10 more seconds. This is probably the hardest exercise out of them all. Good. And that's saying something. Drive the arms. Good. Relax. Next exercise, or squats. Yep, good controlled squats. Do as many reps as you can, but make sure that are the best reps you can do. So take the time, especially anytime we're just doing body weight squats with no jump or anything fancy. Really focus on doing the best you can. Focus on all that technique, okay? And try to build up that muscle memory with that good technique, okay? And that'll transfer into your squat jumps, etc. hopefully. 3, 2, 1, I'm away. All the way down as far as you can go without losing form, that is, okay? That's how far you can go. Drive the toes. You should feel, like I say, get used to feeling that the weight's distributed evenly across the whole foot, and it's the whole foot that's driving into the ground. So from top to bottom, I feel balanced. I don't feel as I go down, I start to shift forwards, and if I do, my ankles are probably a wee bit tight, but all the more reason to really drive those toes into the ground, yep. Stand by. Yeah, we're doing well. Straight leg overhead sit-ups next. Walk around, chill out, contemplate the next exercise, you've got the time. 10 seconds. Straight leg overhead sit-ups coming at you. Right, we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Again, punch. Yes, your arms are straight, but punch. You can still generate power. Punch the sky. Down under control, punch. It's all about all-out power. Okay, that's what's getting us up here. No momentum at all. Pushing through, making sure you're up all the way. Nicely done. Good work. So tabletop glute bridges next. Yep. Get up, move around if you like. Then get yourself up for this one. Simple exercise. It's about control more than anything. It's about getting the position right, and it's about getting that squeeze of the glutes at the top right. Okay, driving through the feet and tilting that pelvis towards your face, right at the top. Yep, it's going to help activate those glutes and take the load off the hammies if they're weak. So I'm back, punch up, pulling it down. Again, if you're feeling this pretty tight in the shoulder chest area, get stuck into the upper body mobility classes, because that tightness is not an excuse, okay? Not when you've got a perfectly good solution right there, because we attack this constantly in the upper body mobility classes. Fantastic. So if you are feeling a strain in your shoulder, so that. Right, lunges, forward lunges. It's coming for you. Well, this is the last run through. Good. Good. Right, stand by, 10 seconds. I keep saying stand by when we've still got plenty of time left. Right, he's ready for it. Go. Forward lunges. Good control. And remember, like I say, you are predominantly driving through the leg that's in front, but you're still driving through that back leg, those toes. Okay? Those toes flex, you drive. But it is predominantly front leg, but don't just focus solely on that front leg. Use that power in the other leg also. It's going to help you. And again, glutes and quads. Oh, pardon me. Okay, rest. Press ups with our T rotations now. A good exercise, good mobility. Loosens us off without hammering our upper body too much with endless press ups. So again, when you're doing it, focus on, you know how in the mobility classes we're doing this? It's exactly what we're trying to do with this, okay? Except with a straight arm. I'm not trying to turn my whole hips around, okay? Let's go for it, everyone. Let's just get it done. Press up, rotate, keep your eyes on the hands, keep the control, keep the balance, keep your feet together, knees together. Good quality press ups. And again, if you need to drop to the knees for the press ups, I should have said that, but hopefully by now, that's common sense. Then you drop to the knees. Good. Nice. Elbow planks next. So you've got the time, get up, shake out. Elbow plank. Stand by. 10 seconds. In fact, you know what? Get into it. Let's go for it. Set yourself up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What is an extra 5 seconds? We'll find out. Go. So again, focus on a solid position. Focus on keeping a nice solid core. Feet together, knees together, butt squeezed. Core tight. Chest up proud. Solid. Yep. Not just holding a position, but making it. Easy. Good work, everyone. Right, up on my feet. Jumping jack shuffles. This is exercise number 8, which is the final exercise of today. So make the most of it, enjoy it. Let's do it. So it's just shuffle. Remember, we're trying to stay nice and light on the toes. It's not the whole foot. I'm not crashing. I'm not sending all that shock up my legs. I'm on the toes. And that impact gets killed at the ankle. Okay, so shouldn't be feeling that traveling up the legs. Stand by, go. And again, you're just trying to wave those arms as fast as you can, just to get the heart rate up all the more. Nice and light on the toes. Make sure you're stood up nice and tall, nice and proud. and go for it. Trying to go as fast as you can. Nice. Well done, everybody. That concludes this morning. That is, well, active recovery, but not quite recovery. Workout. Again, it's probably a wee bit, in fact, that one this morning, I probably would class that as active recovery, because at no point would I think, well, I can't go on, or this is getting hard. I think it flowed. Okay, it worked well. We didn't get fatigued. We got the heart rate up a wee bit on some. Most of them were just aimed at working us through a range of movements.
Activity completed.
Getting the blood flowing, loosening off, and just making yourself feel a bit better. Yep. Because again, if you've been keeping up with the workouts, etc., you're probably starting to get a wee bit stiff, a wee bit sore, and you maybe woke up today feeling as such. You maybe didn't. Maybe you're thinking this was too easy. I'm going to do, I don't know, whatever floats your boat after this. But this ties in nicely with the training program. And again, remember, it's not all out, flat out all the time, because you're probably not all out, flat out all the time, even though you think you are. Yep, so find the balance, work through your different zones, okay? And it's not a case of hammering that body, we need to look after it. So treat that as such, okay? Hopefully you're moving a bit better now, hopefully you're feeling in your head more than anything. Okay, it clears that cobwebby feeling, and Scott is on the moon, right? Thank you very much. See you later. Right.